All right. Good.
I'm good.
All right. So I'm here with the one and only Hone Houdini from I Escape My 9 to 5. Hone, you want to tell them a little bit about what you're all about?
Sure. Like he was saying, so my little catchphrase is Hone Houdini Tai, helping you escape your 9 to 5. And what I do is I help people escape their 9 to 5 through real estate. Real estate's been the best vehicle for so many people for endless years because it works and it will never end. People always need a place to live, and so I figured I can show people how to escape their 9 to 5 through real estate investing.
So are you saying that we should all quit our jobs right away and start investing in real estate?
Well, I mean, a lot of people hear my message and they think that what I want them to do is just escape and quit and say, you know what, hands up, I'm going to do it. And I would say maybe you should learn a little bit first, and you should maybe prove the model. So real estate investing does work. Now, the question is, do you as the investor know what to do? Because oftentimes, it's not the investment that is risky, it's the investor, right? So as an investor, you need to make sure that you know what it is that you're doing and also prove that you know how to make money. So if you've never made any money in real estate before, I would suggest you prove to yourself that you can. And once you prove this to yourself that you can, do that again and again. And then maybe we should have that discussion about you actually escaping your 9 to 5 and what to do with your time so that you don't just waste your time. One of the biggest struggles as a full-time entrepreneur is that I am free to do whatever it is that I want to do with my time. And it's really easy to do nothing. So before you escape, let's talk and let's prove the model.
So I get what you're saying here, and we can agree that there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
So what do you think are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about real estate, especially beginners?
Right. So I have a lot of conversation with beginners, people who want to be real estate investors, and the first thing they say or tell me are the barriers that keep them from doing it. Oh, I want to be a real estate investor, but, and that but's usually filled with, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the credit, and I don't have the knowledge. I would say that the fourth one, not having the knowledge, is true. The other three is just because you lack the knowledge on how to invest in real estate without money, without time, and without credit. So the biggest misconception is that you don't necessarily need all those things. You just need to know how to acquire those things.
Yeah. On that note, if someone wanted to learn your approach and what makes you so successful, are you able to tell us where they can find you and a little bit about your approach?
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in finding me, it's Hone at iescapedmy9to5.com. So you can email me there. You can also find me on Instagram, iescapedmy9to5, Facebook, YouTube, the general channels. But the thing that I believe caused my success is flipping around the philosophy of, instead of going ready, aim, fire, I do fire, aim, ready. I meet too many people who are going ready, aim, and then they aim forever. So I knew I would fall in that trap as well. I'm not immune to that. Analysis paralysis. So what I did to overcome that was I fire first, and then okay, my bullet went that way. Now I have to aim, and then I'll be ready. So my very first deal, I signed on the line. After analyzing it a little bit, right? I analyzed it enough to know it was a deal. But then I signed my name on the line, on the loan, on the title, everything. And so now I'm in, right? I already hired. Now I have to aim. I have to figure out exactly what it is that I'm going to do, and then I'd be ready. A lot of times people do this ready, aim thing when it comes to real estate education. They'll come to a course, they'll come to a seminar, and they'll see it, it's great, and the speaker's telling them all about how they can be super successful, and yet they're like, I have to think about it. Oh my goodness, guys. You've been thinking about it for years. That's how you ended up in that seat. It's not like this was a brand new thought. Just fire. Just commit to it. I buy all the courses. There's so many teachers in this facility right now, and I bought all their courses, right? Because the money that you spend on your education is just going to be a drop in the bucket compared to how much money you can make in this industry. There are courses out there that are $200, $400. People will not spend the $400 yet tell me they want to make hundreds of thousands, if not millions. If you can't commit to paying $400, it just doesn't make any logical sense. So a lot of times it's emotion. And with emotions, what you have to understand is a lot of it comes from fear. And the question is, what does fear eat? And the answer is time. The more time you give it, the bigger fear gets. So if you have to think about it, all you're doing is feeding into your fears more and more and more. So if you fire first, your fear is small and you can overcome it. So fire first, and then you can figure out the rest after that. You can never predict what your career is going to be like. You can never predict what that course is going to be like. Just do it and then figure out the rest. Aim and ready later. Get ready after you fire. And that's how I've been able to get successful.
So you view yourself as the biggest investment that you can make.
Yes. So an investment in myself has always paid off. The ROI has been huge. It's been fantastic. Every time I bet on me, I've won. So if you guys are worried about buying a course, then what you're ultimately saying is you're not sure if you're a good bet. And like I said the first time, the investor is the most risky part of any investment. So if you're not sure whether or not you should pay for a course, all you're really saying is that you're not sure if you're a good investment. Because ultimately, that's all it is.
So whether you can do it or not, you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always right. Sometimes you wish you weren't, though.
All right. Any other parting notes you want to leave with?
Get started. Get around great people. There's a lot of great investors willing to help anybody. A lot of times when people have gotten really high up in their career and they've made all the money in the world, the only thing that they care about doing next is helping other people. There's a fulfillment factor. Because if you make a lot of money, what's next? Make more money? I mean, it's kind of pointless.
Just so you know, he's talking about himself there. So you learn from Mo. Not only do you learn about investing, but you also learn about yourself as well, right?
Absolutely. This is more of a journey about you. It's not about your pocketbook. It's not about how much money you make. It's about you learning about you. And when you can figure out you can do incredible things. But again, it all comes back to knowing how your brain works and how to control yourself. So that whole fear thing, that's huge. Learn how to control that. You can accomplish a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.